Okay, so, unahin na natin. Justification, this proposed plan for chemical illness assistance program will aid our members who suffered loss of income due to the strict implementation of community quarantine and the declaration of nation up until April 30th of this year. So yun, kahit pa paano, sana makatulong din if ever this one is already available for filing na makatulong sa atin, especially for those na medyo kahit work from home or talagang no work, no pay na eligible and SSS members naman. So hopefully ito makatulong sa inyo. Then, for your information lang, SSS will allocate or is allocated around 20.4 billion for more than 1.74 million potential member borrowers. So, ito kasing Calamity Loan Assistance Program natin, this covers parang lahat ng residents of the Philippines. So, we can expect volume, number of applicants, provided that they qualify for this back. So, malaki din yung inallocate natin para sa mga future member borrowers natin nationwide that we're planning and eligible to avail of the said program. Then again, this is one of SSS ways to assist international government in helping the affected communities and membership. Aside from those convenient ways, though they are not monetary value, inconvenience din in-offer natin like promoting our electronic services in terms of verification, information, other good writing, which does not require you to be physically present in our branches. Sa ganung paraan, at least we can help, and this in accordance of the government's campaign to stay at home and be safe na din po para hindi na ito lumala yung kinaharap natin with this COVID-19 pandemic. For residents of the entire Philippines affected by the strict community quarantine to manage the coronavirus disease or COVID-19 situation as declared under Proclamation number 922 Series 2020 Republic Act number 11332 and the memorandum from the Executive Secretary. So, itong guidelines i-discuss natin, this is based on the Social Security Commission Resolution number 205, Series of 2020, dated March 25th, 2020. But as you've noticed, wala pa po itong circular number kasi isa din sa mga pinaplan or inaayos dito is yung modes of filing and then the release of proceeds. So, anyway, as soon as everything's okay na po and ready or available na, especially our system, we'll be issuing the circular order para po properly guided tayo sa application, which will be available also on our website, www.ss.gov.ph. So, ito na nga, eligibility requirements. Hindi mga pwedeng mag-file. Una, must be registered in the SSS registration or website or my.sss to facilitate filing of online application. So initially, based on the proposed nating resolution from the Social Security Commission, filing of the Calamity Loan Assistance Program will be done online. So it will be through my.sss, and that's a website natin, or through mobile app maging available. So make sure that for those who are interested and willing to file, first you must be registered on our website through my.sss. So as early as now, okay, I'm so sorry for that. So I hope na medyo clear na sa ngayon, and baka narinig nyo din po yung background natin yung manok sa likod. Magalala natin na yan. mamaya. So, pasensya na, yung talaga yung mga pros and cons pag work from home. So, let us proceed for the next eligibility requirement. And ito, must be residents of the Philippines. A resident for the purpose of CLAP is one who has a home or work address within the Philippines. So, I hope parang more or less lahat naman tayo, di ba? Based sa system, nasa record naman natin sa system din na tayo ay sa Philippines. Either ano tayo, work address or home address, meron tayo sa Philippines. So again, this is para nationwide coverage. That's why nag-allocate tayo ng mas maraming fund para dun sa ating itong CLAP natin or Calamity Loan Assistance Program. Then, the eligibility required have not been granted any final benefit like total permanent disability or retirement benefit. So, yun nga, for those who already have a total permanent disability or retirement benefit, wala hindi po tayo na maging eligible for CLAP. For retirement benefit, if you want to have or if you want to file for loan, meron naman tayong pension program para dun sa mga retirees natin. Pero in respect to the Calamity Loan Assistance Program, those who have been granted with total permanent disability or retirement, which is considered a final claim or final benefit, will not be eligible to file for this program. Then must not have an outstanding ito pa. Some of you are asking kasi, what if I have an existing loan, like salary loan? I still have calamity loan or LRT, meron akong loan under the restructuring program. In that case, unfortunately, hindi rin po mag-qualify. Pero kung salary loan yan, you will be eligible. Pero kung meron kayong loan under LRT or loan restructuring program, or meron kayong existing calamity loan program, the last clap we had was for the Taal volcano and Typhoon Ursula for this year. Parang yun. So if you have an existing clap, unfortunately, you will not be eligible to file for this calamity loan assistance program. And loan amount. The loan amount shall be equivalent to 1 month salary credit or monthly salary credit based on the average of the last 12 months. MSC rounded up to meters thousands or the amount applied for whichever is lower. Okay. So, ano ba yung maximum nga natin na pwedeng ma-avail? Ang maximum loanable amount will be 20,000 being the highest monthly salary credit kung aware naman din sa schedule of contribution natin. However, take note that not everyone will be eligible or entitled for the 20,000 because it will depend solely on your monthly contributions. Let's say, for example, yung inyong contribution na binabayad sa amin monthly based on your monthly gross income is nasa range ng 15,000. And that was, you have that 15,000 for the entire year, previous year up until present. So in that case, since 15,000 yung average ng monthly salary credit, the loan amount for you for this clap will be 15,000. Okay? Again, still it will depend on your monthly contribution. That's why for those voluntary and self-employed, we encourage them to pay a higher amount if they can, so that in terms of computation of benefits or even loan privileges, we can expect a higher amount. Kasi nga, benefits and loan privileges are solely dependent on the monthly contributions paid by our members. So, yung sa mga narinig nating balita na SSS will grant 20,000 calamity loan assistance program, that's partly correct, provided that you have reached the maximum MSC then in your contribution. But again, it will depend on the average of your last 12 MSC or monthly salary credit, yung monthly contributions. So anything loan amount natin, equivalent to 1 month salary credit or MSC, computed based on the average of last 12 MSC, rounded up to the nearest thousands or the amount applied for whichever state. Ayun nga, sinasabi natin. Kasi dun sa, kung maging available na to online for filing, for example, you're eligible or entitled to file for 20,000 but you want na lower lang yung amount para dun siya apply mo, pwede naman. You can go lower compared dun sa maximum allowable na loanable amount para sa inyo. But you cannot exceed to 20,000 kasi yun yung pinakamataas natin monthly salary credit ko as of now. Then payment term, the loan shall be payable in 27 months, inclusive of 15 months moratorium period. So, nabasa niyo din siguro advisory natin na meron tayong moratorium period from February to April. Pero since eto nga na hindi pa din naman siya available for filing, let's say, let's wait if this guide will be adjusted then soon. But for the meantime, inclusive yung 3-month moratorium para dun sa payment of loans, kaya initially maging total 27 payable months yung ating clap. Then the loan amortizations start at the 4th month following the date of approval of the loan. Yung current kasi natin ngayon, existing salary loan is parang the 4th month na din. Kasi nga dahil sa COVID. Pero ito nga, tingnan natin kung maging available kasi sa soon, kaya may still be applicable, pero kung later part pa siya and then the ECQ is lifted na, so baka mag-change pa. So let's just wait for the update then. Payment deadline shall be on or before the last day of the month following the applicable month. So same then. If the applicable month is, for example, nag-start na tayo, meron na tayong available na clap. Applicable month is April. So, then you can still pay up until katapusan ng May yung payment ninyo. Pero paano naman if yung katapusan ng May nag-falls on a Saturday or holiday? In that case, if the payment deadline falls on Saturday, Sunday, or holiday, payment may be made on the next working day. So, kahit lumagpas na siya ng May, pero kung yung last day is on a Saturday or Sunday, or holiday, pwedeng bayaran siya in the next working day. Then, good news, wala pong service fee. Kasi as you've known, meron tayong binabawas sa service fee. Diba na 1% dun sa loan natin. So, for this clap, once this is available or Calamity Loan Assistance Program, the service fee of 1% para dun sa loan amount will be waived. Then, interest rate po, same pa din. 10% per annum commencing on the 4th month, computed in a diminishing principal balance, and shall be amortized over the remaining 24 months. The same pa din po dun sa regular loan at like salary loan. 10% per annum po yun, hindi per month. Per year, yung 10% na interest natin is computed in a diminishing principal balance. So yung natitirang mga interest ninyo, mag-base kung ilan na lang yung natitirang principal balance ninyo, kung may mga payment na din kayong ginawa para din sa loan. Then advanced interest, ito yung prorated interest na na-discuss na natin sa previous webinar sessions natin. So, meron yung parang nakalagay, di ba, na ibinabawas din yung advanced interest or prorated interest. For this clap, once available, wala pong advanced interest na i-charge. So, most likely, the loanable amount, not unless marking previous balance siguro, makukuha nyo ng buo kasi walang service fee and walang advanced interest na i-apply. Then any excess in the amortization payment shall be applied to the outstanding principal balance. Kung, for example, meron kayong monthly amortization na 1,000 and then medyo nakakaluwag-luwag naman kayo sa buhay and then you've arranged it with your employer to deduct more on top of or compared dun sa inyong monthly amortization. For example, 1,000 monthly amortization, pero you've decided na mas babayaran ko na lang siya ng 1,500 or 2,000 para siguro mas mabilis, okay lang din naman, all payments will be credited and the excess dun sa monthly amortization, ibabawas na yung automatic dun sa principal ninyo. So, you can expect the next month, mas mababa na nga din yung interest na i-apply. Kasi based dun sa diminishing principal balance natin. Penalty amortization not attributed on due date shall bear a penalty of 1% per month. A delay of a fraction of a month shall be charged a full month penalty. Sinasabi dito, ito kasi yung sa bago nating guidelines for loans, di ba? So, sinasabi dito na, for example, na late ka lang ng 1 or 2 days, 3 days sa payment mo for an applicable month, though na late ka lang ng 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, ang penalty na charge sa inyo is for the 1 month na din. So, yun yung iwasan natin na dapat hindi na magkakaroon ng delay ng payment para dun sa loan. So, 1% pa lang, 1% lang naman dun sa per month, pero syempre, kahit pa paano, baka pag naipon din at hindi nyo natuloy ang nabayaran yung loan, mabigat din. Bibigat. Lalaki din yung ano. So, yun yung iniiwasan po natin. So, ito naman, filing or filing an application for this CLAP or Calamity Loan Assistance Program. The members must apply for the Calamity Loan Assistance Program through the SSS website or SSS mobile application by accessing his or her My.SSS account. For those na wala pang account, you can create your My.SSS dun sa website natin. That's www.sss.gov.ph. Create muna kayo ng account niyo. And if you have an account and you want to do it online, or dun sa mobile app natin, download nyo po sa Play Store, App Store, or kahit sa Huawei Galleries, available po siya for free. You can download it for free. And then, make sure lang din na registered kayo dun sa My.SSS kasi prerequisite yun. Yung gagamitin na lang ng login details for the SSS app will be the same login credentials as you have with your My.SSS account. So, dapat registered sa My.SSS. The final CLAP application will be announced immediately when the system is ready for launching. So ito yung sinasabi natin, when can we file? As of now, some of you might be trying to access their online account and see there under e-service access kung available na yung loan application. As of the moment, it's not yet available. We're just going to discuss the guidelines for you to assess for yourselves as early as now kung pwede tayo mag-qualify for CLAP. Pero once available na or okay na yung system natin for launching, we'll be issuing a circular order indicating yung date of filing na din. Kasi meron pa tayo dito kasama na din yung manner of loan disbursement or release ng payment nito. Okay? So sa ngayon, again, hindi pa po siya available. We're just discussing the guidelines for you to assess kung pwede tayong mag-avail na or qualify tayo or eligible tayo for this. And once approved, loan process will be credited through members' enrolled bank account. Ito yung sinasabi natin. This one, medyo pinaplan siya pa din kasi as you know, or kung nag-diamond kayo ngayon mag-file ng application, the only option there will be the UBP na bank option, diba? So sa ngayon kasi, di ba, may nilabas na tayong advisory din sa Facebook page natin. And that's saying, please follow din po unlike our Facebook page, that's Philippine Social Security System, para updated din tayo dun sa mga advisories and bound policies and procedures, PSSS. So nag-last na advisory, you can enroll your bank dun sa My.SSS account natin para in cases or in the future, your benefits will just make credit automatic. Now, for now, you can enroll any amount, any bank na meron kayo. We have like more or less 26 accredited banks na member din ng PesoNet. Kasi yun yung tinatap natin, PesoNet sa ngayon, para mas mabilis yung disbursement ng proceeds for loans and benefits. So, ano ba yung process? Punta kayo sa My.SSS account niyo, then click back in enrollment. Then yung mga bangko na meron kayong account, then you type ang inyong account number, then click yung bank enrollment account pagkatapos, okay, then i-check yung email para sa confirmation. Again, as of now, kung you're trying to file for loan, kahit hindi CLAP kasi hindi pa nga siya available, the only option there would be UBP. Sila pa lang kasi ngayon ang merong mawap. But, kung ma-plansya na po natin itong PesoNet, we'll be accepting almost all banks na accredited ni SSS in terms of payment and disbursement and benefit and loans. So, mas maganda nga din to para mas bilis na din iwasan na natin na checking ipapadala that would cause non-receipt or delay na receipt ng check and then stale pa bago makadating due to some uncontrolled circumstances or whatsoever. Pero ito nga, you can enroll na yung bank, pero for the purpose of releasing or disbursement of loan, as of now, hindi pa siya available. Once okay na tayo sa PesoNet, may experience na natin yung mas madaling services in terms of disbursement or payment ng benefits and even loan proceeds. Then, other conditions, the member's home or work address is reflected in the SSS database must be within the Philippines. Kasi sinasabi nga natin, di ba, yung coverage ng program is actually the entire Philippines. So make sure na meron kayong either home address or work address na nakalagay or reflected sa amin na talagang ay address sa Philippines. And I think most of us home permanent address natin, work address in the Philippines. And this calamity loan must be fully paid before the member can avail of the future calamity loans of SSS. Same as yung mga calamity loan before, parang pag clap kasing in-offer natin, make sure na fully paid yung previous clap before we can avail of another program, the same eligibility requirements. Kaya kanina napakita natin na if you have loans under loan structuring program, an existing calamity loan program, you will not be eligible to file for this calamity loan assistance program or CLAP. So make sure na fully paid po muna yun. And then any overpayment on the previous loan shall be subject to validity. Kung sumobra naman sa bayad sa loan ninyo, so validate ni SSS, and kung valid naman siya, shall be applied to active loan if any. Yung proposed is automatic na. If there is no loan, it shall be refunded to member borrower upon his or her request. Kung wala naman kayong existing loan, you can have the excess payment or overpayment refunded to you, pero upon your request. Okay, so by request. Pero yung pag-offset ng overpayment kung mayroon kang existing loan will be automatic once validated na ni SSS. And kung tama naman talaga na mayroong overpayment is previous loan, it will be automatically applied na dun sa new loan or active loan ninyo. Pero kung wala na active loan again, and if you wish to have your overpayment refunded to you, you can request it to our branches. We do suggest to sa servicing branch ng company if you're not, you can request for a refund and any nearest SSS office too. The loan default, as a reminder rin natin, aggregate unpaid obligation equivalent to more than 6 monthly amortizations shall result to a loan default. The full balance of a defaulted loan shall become due undemandable. A defaulted account is subject to 10% interest per annum charge and outstanding principal balance and 1% penalty per month and unpaid principal and interest until fully paid. So mangyayari po pag meron kayong loan na hindi nababayaran, meron ng 6 months na late payment or unpaid amortization, na siya, that will be automatically be due on demandable, and then magkakaroon ulit siya ng 10% per annum na interest, and then continue merong 1% na penalty per month until fully paid na po yun. Okay, so iwasan din natin na mag-accumulate yung mga unpaid loans natin or unpaid amortizations natin para maiwasan na mag-loan default. Then, other terms and conditions existing salary loan guidelines not inconsistent with approved provisions of applicable to this program. So again, as a summary lang din po, and I would like to apologize then kung medyo garbled yung voice or line natin due to bad network connection. Anyway, if you want more clarification, we still have a session with the same topic this afternoon, which will be on 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. If you can join it, then I believe you still have the link for this afternoon session. You may do so. Apologies lang din talaga. I've been trying my best to uh, check or gagawin natin dito sa network connection natin for us to avail. Pero I hope na medyo kahit pa narinig nyo ma rin naman ako, and kahit at some point or parts of this webinar session is medyo naintindihan naman. Never mind the background yung booster na nagtala ako. So baka yun pa yung naririnig nila. I also would like to apologize for that. And ayun na nga, for inquiries, ang official email address natin is member_relations. That's at the page. And then in our social media accounts, please do follow our social media accounts kasi dun kami naglalabas ng updates, advisories on the new policies and programs ni SSS, and make sure na dun lang tayo kukuha ng legit information. So, iwasan po natin na kumuha ng kung saan-saan and i-share pa natin sa iba. Make sure na legit lang din yung source na tayo kukuha na natin information para maiwasan natin fake news and main information dissemination po para sa lahat. Okay? And with that, again, I would like to ask everyone, since sa ngayon, especially now we're like more than 1,000 attendees, I would like to call on your heart, and this is regardless of our political, social, cultural, or religious beliefs, to have a moment of prayer po para sa situation ng ating bansa sa ngayon. So you may join me with this short prayer found online, or you can have your own spontaneous prayer. Let's just dedicate this a minute or seconds para po sa country natin. Well, follow me, and again, if, you can do your own personal spontaneous prayer para po sa country natin. So, most merciful God, we come to you in our weakness, we come to you in our fear, we come to you now with trust, for you alone are our hope. We place before you the disease present in our world. We turn to you in our time of need, bring wisdom to doctors, give understanding to scientists, endow caregivers with compassion and generosity, bring healing to those who are ill, protect those who are most at risk, give comfort to those who have lost a loved one, welcome those who have died in your eternal home, stabilize our communities, unite us in our compassion, remove all fear from our hearts, fill us with confidence in you. In Jesus' name, amen. So once again, I would like to thank everyone for joining. I know na medyo naging difficult yung ating session this morning due to bad network connectivity. Pero yun nga, if you need further clarifications, topic natin to join this afternoon session, which will be at 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. So I hope na you may make time para makapag-join para dun sa mga need pa ng further clarifications. I would like also to thank everyone behind this webinar. Kasama po natin from Member Education Department, those acting as moderators for attending to your queries. I will be helping them out soon to answer your queries. And for those SSS personals then who are tirelessly inviting our employer members on the webinar session for them to be informed, my friends din and colleagues, mga nakasama ko sa SSS, salamat sa pag-join and pag-invite. And yun po, again, stay safe. I hope na ma-overcome na natin to lahat as soon as time possible. So again, stay safe, stay home, stay healthy, and God bless us all. Thank you so much.